I got a ton of silver, but could it be worth more? Great finds today. I got in probably 1.5 pounds of silver, sterling silver. Came in this bucket. This bucket weighs about 11 ounces. I weighed it. It would weigh 2.9 ounces at $9.25. That could be about $400, which sounds like a lot of money. But why is it all in this condition? Well, to be honest with you, someone called and they said, I have some weighted sterling pieces. Weighted silver. Do you buy weighted silver? And I said, yes, of course. Now, weighted silver. What is weighted silver? This is a weighted silver piece, and what they did is they ripped it all off. Weighted silver is silver basically wrapping non-precious metal, and it makes it look like a silver sterling, like a candelabra or candlesticks. This is a salt and pepper shaker. These usually filled with glass. They rip those out, and that's where you get the weighted silver. It would say weighted silver down here. You can see these say sterling, so I know these are sterling. Now, should you rip them off? No. No, 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 no. Because the silver is unless it's broken or there's nothing to it, silver isn't worth that much, about $25 an ounce. Now, if I have 1.5 pounds, that's a lot of money. But how can you get it? How do you test all these pieces? Some of these will sell for more if they are actually a functional piece. This is not a functional piece anymore. And the other problem you have is, how do you know all this is silver? You're going to go through and test all these little tiny pieces? It's really tough. So we go through these things. They brought me all these. You can see that they just ripped it off. It's silver underneath. The tarnish obviously hasn't got to it. You have cool. Well, they mangled that one. You have cool stuff. It's interesting. How is it silver? To test every single piece, and there's little tiny pieces in here, like little ribbons and things like that. This is not the way to go. Now, there's always, should you clean it? Should you not clean it? Coins you don't clean. You don't take a Brillo pad to an old gun. You just, the patina. There is some things for patina, but not on a candlestick. There's all kinds of just tons and tons in here. And this is a giant thimble. I would like to see whose thimble this would be on. Now this only a thimbleful. Okay, I get it. So this is drinking. If you're drinking, hey, only give me a thimbleful. That's not the size of a thimble. That is quite a big thing. That's actually pretty cool. That's not marked. The weighed pieces. This looks like the top for the candle, maybe. You snuffer. You snuff out the candle. I don't know. See, it says sterling right there. But I'm going to have a hard time putting these all back together. I don't know what he did with the other stuff. Just had tons and tons of stuff. See, it was weighted in the bottom there. This would have been probably a sugar dish. It was weighted. He ripped that apart. Now I have to go through and try and test all these things. All kinds of scraps. I know the ones that say sterling I can be pretty confident in, but what am I going to do with all these other things? That says sterling, but there's just like this. The time this person took to do these things, and they even have silver weighted, that looks like a knife probably, and they just ripped it apart. Ripped it apart. It's interesting, but I wouldn't go through. So please, how are you going to test all these tiny little things? You're just not going to. It's not going to be worth your while. Now that is a sterling. That's marked sterling. That is a sterling spoon. So this spoon, what can you do with it? Well, you can sell it for scrap, of course, but it may be a certain piece that someone's looking for, and you can get a lot more for it. I would clean them up. I'm probably going to drop some of this silver. I have another spoon in here. It's monogrammed. It's a sterling right on it. There are some cool things. I'm begging you, please do not. There's a cap to a salt and pepper shaker. I told you salt and pepper. You can see that the tarnish has got to it on the outside, and not the inside, because it is not in the air. So this is basically just a junk lot of silver. And what can you do with it? Well, that's a great question. What can you do with it? Well, you probably have to get this all smelted and made sure it's all, because I'm guessing some of these pieces are not sterling. They're just, it's an absolute nightmare. This is cool. That's cool. This is good. Now, be very careful when you're looking at silverware, because silverware, all the time I get people saying, I have Rogers, it's from 1847. Well, Rogers is a silver plate company, and one of their lines is called 1847. It's not from 1847. That's just the line. And they have all different marks on it, and they think that they've Googled something, and it says that it is silver, but it's not. It's never going to be silver. The laws on silver have been around for a long time, and they're either going to be marked 925 or sterling. 925 or sterling. Otherwise, it's probably not silver. So when you're going through pieces and you see something, you can get more when it's functional. It's functional. Just like this spoon. This spoon is functional. That salt and pepper shaker, not functional. This, no clue. So I'm not going to try and put this all back together, because that would take me probably the rest of my life. But, so when you get something, find out what it is. See, it could be worth more as a functional piece. Silver, yes, silver is great. If this was gold, it'd be a gargantuan amount of money. It's probably still worth money, but you're going to have to go through the process of smelting it, getting it, and verifying it, because I'm not going to test every single one of these little tiny scraps, even though I'm pretty confident they are. But it's hard to also judge, what do you buy this for? You're basically guessing. So do your research, know what you're doing. If you have silver-weighted candlesticks or salt and pepper shakers, shine them up, use them if you want to. You can sell them for a lot more than just little scraps. So thanks for watching. I appreciate it. If you would, share this, like it, subscribe, leave a comment if I got something wrong. We're getting close to 1,100 subscribers, so we are very excited about that. And I hope everyone's well, and have a silver blessed day.